Welcome back to Bus Picks, episode 83. My name is Dio. Can I go higher? No, I can't. I'm out of breath.
Just mess with our entire audio levels for this.
It's okay.
Got it.
It's all right. That's a Don problem. Look, it's the week after Super Bowl, and usually it's the saddest week of my life. I'm usually like, oh man, I don't get to watch football for like another 6 months.
Yeah.
I have to pretend that I like hockey and basketball as much, and I just don't. I don't think I have the fight in me right now.
I mean, we do get the minor league of football.
I'm not. UFL's fun. Canadian football's way better.
Oh, it's amazing.
Canadian football's a way better product.
On a heartbeat.
And they updated the rules this year. Me and Brandon have been texting about it. We're diehard Go Argonauts. Big fans.
Toronto, interesting.
It was that or the Razorbacks, but I don't really like the city of Ottawa for political reasons.
Sure.
This is how we're starting the episode.
I guess so. This is how we're going to go. Like with me literally wearing McDavid Olympic.
Yeah.
For Nation, but for the Olympics.
I'm firing on all cylinders today. I had 4 Adderall, 4 breakfast. I'm going.
Okay.
Right now is one of the happiest times I've ever been in.
Yeah.
Because I just watched not only like my ex-girlfriend get left at the altar, she got hit by a car. Like it was beautiful. I hate the New England Patriots.
I was gonna say you gotta like eventually get what you're talking.
The New England Patriots suck, and I'm so happy that the entire world got to sit there for 3 hours, say it was the most boring game of all time, and just say, "Why did we have to watch this, New England?" Well, I'll get into more of it later, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Don, fact of the day.
A fact of the day for this one, did you know, so I've been going back and forth a little bit, but the weird fun one for international sports, 1916 was the invention of the set and spike in volleyball.
Oh, yeah, where they like toss it up.
Yeah, where you set and spike. Yeah, invented by the Filipino national team.
Oh, I bet you they were getting up there.
Which is crazy to think about because I don't know Filipinos as a juggernaut for volleyball.
Yeah, but they're really good at breakdancing.
Yes, and all of them are like every Filipino I've met has some athletic capability, whether it be dancing, basketball, but I just volleyball.
Every Filipino?
Yeah,
No.
I'll say that.
No, but it's okay. Not everyone. That's not for everyone.
No one of every.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I just didn't associate volleyball to it, and now I'm just like, that is such a staple in the sport.
It's the game.
It's the entire game.
I watched Haiku. They do that most of the game,
and that's like, but the idea that the game was revolutionized to such an extent that long ago, and it's still techniques that are just being infused more and more today. Like there's very few sports that you could say over 100 years ago was the invention of the staple that is now used in every aspect of our sport.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
like a specific technique of the rules.
Yeah,
like that is amazing. Shout out to that team. Like absolutely.
Do you think they thought they were doing something illegal when they first started?
Oh, they had to.
They were like, "Is this even allowed? Who cares? No one's calling it." And they're just like slamming it.
Because how do you think about that where it's like, I'm like, the whole goal is to get over the net, but we're going to spend one extra hit just elevating as vertical as possible.
It takes people that really love the sport, and that's why we're here.
Yeah. That's Die Hard. Love it.
Don, bust of the week. This is where we talk about the biggest busts of the week. Don, let me hear your bust of the week.
Mine is going to be Olympic, the ski jumpers. I don't know if you've seen this scandal.
I have, actually.
But they have been... the idea that sports go to this extent, talking about diehards.
It's front page news for me.
It had to have been for like... but the idea that they're using injections into male ski long jumpers are using injections into their genitals to increase width, to force different size uniforms to go up a size than what they actually need to create more drag when they jump, so that there's more loose fabric to allow them to elevate higher.
Now, you said a lot of ridiculous words right now.
Yes, I am trying to.
But the word that sticks with me the most is the word width. We're talking about this way, not that way?
Yes.
Interesting.
Like, we're trying to make the thighs wider.
Gotcha.
Like, kind of way. Yes.
Have they thought of Krispy Kreme?
I don't know what the...
Okay.
No, because you still need to maintain like as lightweight as possible to fly,
Uh-huh.
but then you are also trying to get as wide as possible to increase your surface area to catch more air. They're trying to flat Stanley
so
themselves.
many more questions I wanted to ask, but this is a kid's show, and
We are still trying to keep it PG
Yeah.
somewhat, but if you haven't seen this, the idea that they're using hyaluronic acid injections is terrifying, and the idea that it was that pervasive, where multiple teams have gotten caught doing this now.
Would you do it for the gold? Question of the day: would you do it for the gold?
I mean, yes, if that was my entire lifeblood,
100%.
100% I'm doing that.
No, I mean like right now. Like if you're at your job and you're like, I don't know what you do for a living. You're on a computer, your boss comes up to you and he's like, hey, you just have to take this injection. You're getting your raise, 20% bump. Go. The answer is yes.
Yeah,
The
I
answer
would
is yes.
contemplate. I would
The
definitely
answer is
look
yes.
into what the side effects are, but yeah, I'd contemplate
It
it for a
is
heartbeat. For
rid-
20%?
20% is a big number.
That's a big number.
The Olympics have been pretty good.
Yes,
There's been a lot of cool stuff. This will be our like little Olympic window right now.
definitely.
I saw some people do some backflips. I saw some ladies do some spins. I don't know what the names are. I'm dumb. I don't watch those things. What I will say is the moments that I have gotten to watch, breathtaking.
100%.
Incredible, and I hope everybody's watching it. I'm
No,
very
men's figure skating, hitting backflips during, and that's just something no one else can physically do in the Olympics right now. It's unfair.
No, it's
in a
pretty
way.
awesome.
It's
though.
amazing to see.
I love it because like in another 4 years, they'll be like, yeah, we figured out how to do 9 axles. Deal with it. And I'm just gonna be like, okay, I didn't even know what one axle is. I get to watch 9 now. That's pretty awesome.
It's incredible watching
Yeah.
it.
My bust of the week, I already teased it. It's the New England Patriots, and I'm going to take this nice and slow, just like the knife that I used to kill you. All right, ready? First things first. The fans. You guys were whining. You guys were crying. The week before, I did like what they were doing. I do
Yeah.
like that they were out in the streets. They were saying, hey, this is our land. This is what we do. We're here for winning Super Bowls. Well, guess
Sure.
what? Now you're more known for losing Super Bowls. Over the last 20 years, no team has lost more Super Bowls than the New England Patriots. There's no team all time that has lost more Super Bowls than the New England Patriots. And sure, you could say, hey, dear, we also have 6. We got 6 losses. Those cancel out. I got a new argument, 0 championships for the New England Patriots. On top of that,
That
it
is
comes
not how logic works.
it comes on the same week where Bill Belichick gets, luckily, not a Hall of Fame first round inductee because that's what's fair and that's what's logical. And
No, not at all.
Robert Kraft also being left out.
Yeah, that's
a bunch
fine.
of beef
Yeah,
happening.
that one's fine.
Bill Belichick's new girlfriend wearing a T-shirt making fun of what was happening with Robert Kraft
fair.
in his off time.
Yeah, fair.
Tom Brady coming out here all week being like, oh, I don't really have a dog in this fight during the pick'ems, whether he's going for the Patriots, the team he played for 20 years.
I get why he's doing that though.
Todd, it's not that hard to just be
No.
like, hey, look, I was a Patriot for
Yeah,
17
that's
years.
what he should do. Agreed. No, 100% he should have done that. Malcolm Butler did that. Multiple former Patriots who are a part of those panels that did that. I'm in agreement there.
Almost like everyone's trying to stay away from that city and that franchise and that team and that area because they know it's poison. That team is awful. To all the media members, to all the fans, to all the kids out there that wanted to watch the New England Patriots team win.
Wow.
I'm so
Okay.
happy to be here. Look me in my eyes and I can tell you, I bet on the New England Patriots.
Of course he did.
And I
Of
lost
course he
a
did.
good amount of money,
Wow.
and I'll do it again. So thank you guys for that. That was another great day. It's amazing.
Y-
Bust of the week.
Remind everyone what team you root for so they understand the
Oh, I'm a
bias.
Colts fan. I'm a
Yeah,
diehard Colts fan.
yeah. If
And the New England Patriots, I mean, I'm not a Jets fan. They've gotten stomped out way more. But the New England Patriots fan, like, they've done really mean stuff to me over the past, over most of my
100%.
childhood. Last time I was at an AFC Championship game, they beat us like 52-8, and now I have to say that the balls were deflated, and that's why we lost. I have to go to my grave saying that.
That's the only thing you can hold on
It's
to.
the lamest excuse, but
and it's an excuse that doesn't hold up to science, which is even better.
yeah, it's football. We didn't need science in
That's
football.
true. the one thing I will give Drake May, because I don't think he played well in that game at all. The Patriots are clearly outmatched.
Oh yeah, we should talk about the game, huh?
Yeah, just for a quick second. Yeah, just clearly outmatched. Seattle just ran the entire game. One shout out to Drake May, at least to rebound for next season. He has now had the all-time hardest defensive schedule for the playoffs in
Yeah.
NFL history. He played every top defense that the NFC had and the AFC going in. Like he played, I think 4 of the top 6 defenses in the NFL.
Yeah, no,
That
we
was
talked about
impressive.
It was really impressive. The issue is like it was a Broncos team with
Yeah.
no quarterback.
Yes.
It was
C.J. Stroud throwing 4 interceptions for the Texans game.
Yeah. It's just kind of like, hey, man, I don't think this Patriots team was very good. I think everybody kind of walked away being like, all right, the AFC was weak this year. Or it killed itself. It imploded. I do believe that the best AFC teams just never got healthy.
Yeah.
I think the Ravens, the Colts, and the Broncos ultimately don't go to a Super Bowl because health.
Yeah.
I think
I can see it.
I think that's what happened. Patriots got in. I'm really happy because now they're going to have to play one of the harder schedules next year. Drake May is going to...
And we're going to see like whether that team is real. I don't like the idea that people are discounting that team not being a real top contender right now.
Yeah.
Because based just on that playoff run when they were playing nothing but the hardest defenses and found ways to win with their defense.
I don't think Drake May is bad. I think Drake May is a good quarterback.
This is that prove it season
Yeah.
of can you take the next step? Can you evolve in your third year?
Can we get into...
I still got my Hall of Famer of the week.
Yeah.
To me,
too.
it's going to be Lindsey Vaughn. I know she didn't get to actually complete her run, but the idea that she was out there doing time trials, it qualified with a torn ACL that she tore a week before the Olympics. Watching her go down and like her actual competition run was sad, but like just an all-time legend of the sport, like 100% just showed the grit and toughness that woman has. Like, love watching her.
I'm debating if I'm going to be mean or not. I'm not. She tore her ACL.
Like,
Good for her.
the idea that she was still able to even stand up and think that she can do it and completed multiple runs at the Olympics and was performing high enough to continue to even push for a medal position until her body just couldn't hold up.
Is she the GOAT?
For downhill, yeah, I think she's the U.S. GOAT. I think she's the U.S.
that's the
GOAT.
answer.
I don't know enough about like the history of the sport dating like over the 90s back, but I think just from what my lifetime she is.
Okay. My Hall of Famer of the week, because that's where we're at right now, is Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
I've been on the Sam Darnold train for a good decade now. I love Sam Darnold. I was so happy to watch him win a championship.
JJ McCarthy like must have trained that kid well.
Yeah, he's been mentored by Brock Purdy and JJ McCarthy. That's why he's here. Real question. Is Sam Darnold going into next year a top 10 quarterback in the NFL?
Has to be.
Really?
I think he has to. Like he showed consistency, and like he overthrew the big game narrative in my mind. That's the
100%.
big thing. During the regular season, had a couple turnovers here and there, but was able to make the critical moments
Whole month
happen.
without turnovers.
Huh?
The last month
Yeah.
of the season, no turnovers.
No, I think he's thrown off a lot of the narratives.
Yeah.
He still has the mobility to break out of the pocket, to still hit the big pass. It's hard pressed for me to think like he's below Baker going into next year. Like, and that's kind of my litmus test of like Baker's that kind of like he has the ability to go up to be a number 3,
So you think he's
or he could drop down. I think Baker's that litmus test for me, and I think he's over
I think
it.
Sam Darnold's better than Baker.
Yeah,
Do you think Sam Darnold's better than Drake May?
this season, yes. Going into next season, I think he is.
Okay, cool.
Like just based
I'm
on
there
the
too.
last 2 months of play that we've
Yeah.
seen, because like that's when these guys have really been in the pressure cooker,
Yeah.
and he's stepped up.
Yeah, I mean, he won a Super Bowl, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're Super Bowl favorites going in next year.
With that defense, depending on how the contracts go for the cap
They have
space,
$70
they have
million
to.
in cap. They're third and highest in the league.
Yeah, if they're able to
gonna be-
re-sign that defense, it's going to
Yeah.
be terrifying.
Yeah. Let's get into a little NBA check-in. Look, it's All-Star Weekend this weekend, and we wanted to give you guys a little rundown. If you were like us, well, not like us, but like, you know, people watching football for the last 6 months, not really watching basketball, we came up with a little cheat sheet, a couple topics,
Sure.
a couple things that happened over the last few months to, you know, refresh your brain, get you at a good starting point, so that way you can start the All-Star break, get on running, watch the NBA like you've been doing it the whole year.
Yeah,
Little cheat sheet.
sounds good. No, 'cause
Don?
this is everyone knows right after the All-Star break is where a lot of these teams start make or breaking to the playoffs.
Yeah.
This is where the biggest split happens in gameplay.
Or, as we're going to talk about right now, the best tanks of all time start happening.
And the idea of how crazy some of these tanks are. The big one right now is the Jazz are just blatantly doing it.
2 years
Like-
now, and some would say for like 5 years, but like they're tanking.
Like the idea that they're 1737 right now. Sixth best betting odds to get the number 1 overall pick. They're fighting hard for that lottery position. They've lost their last 3 by 5 points or less, but they've benched their stars in the last 3 minutes of every single game so far.
What?
Yeah, they've been in games where they've lost by 5 or less, but they bench all their star players in the last few minutes of the game to make sure they don't win.
That rocks.
That is them completely going. So Laurent
Playing the Jazz
McNeely,
is an automatic win.
it should be. So the idea that McEnany averages 26 points, team high right now, hasn't played in the fourth quarter in any of the 3 last games. Like they're just blatantly
rocks.
pulling him. They went and traded for Jaren Jackson on February 7th. He's averaging 22 points a night for the Magic. Comes in, he gets benched in the fourth quarter of the last game.
I saw that the other day because I'm a big Jaren Jackson fan. The fact that he ended up in Utah, I was like, what's happening right now?
And then they just bench him in the last little bit. They are fully going, we're assembling our team where we know we can win these closer games. We just need one more guy. And they're fully on, we don't care about this season. We're going to go get him in the draft.
The reason I want to talk about tanking so much is because this is being heralded as the draft of the decade. This is the draft that a lot of people are like, there are 5 players
who could all arguably be number 1.
That all would have been number 1 last year and the year
Yes.
before that. And last year was another great year where, Cooper Flagg was a big player.
On
VJ
a run of,
Edgecombe.
I think he has the record right now for most consecutive 30-point games by a rookie.
Yeah, I mean,
Like just bananas draft
Cooper Flagg's
last year.
been playing really, really good. This draft class, there's a guy that's. You know how good you have to be at basketball to be compared to Kobe Bryant? Like, there's a kid at Kansas right now that's playing so good, and he's playing so out of the league than everyone else that's around him that when he gets a little sore, he just stops playing. That's his number one criticism. He's like, I'm not going to play through any sort of injury here at Kansas, and it's kind of divided the Kansas fan club because half of them are like, well, this is the best young player we've ever seen, and the other half are like, yeah, but he's not playing on our team.
But I get why he's fully focused on the NBA. Like, there's conversation of how, like, if they go deep into March Madness, how much does he actually play?
Oh, yeah. He's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely bananas. They're not the only ones doing it right now. The Nets, 15-37.
Nets are doing some classic tanking, too. They're taking, like, bad contracts and doing it all.
No, they're doing it in an insane way. Cam Thompson is their second highest scorer. They waived him.
Yep, cut him.
They just cut him. They're like, you're doing too good for our team right now. Please leave. They're also Michael Porter Jr., Durman also were benched for Monday's game when they were like facing another bad team.
Yeah.
Just saying, nah, not at all. The Wizards, on the other hand, traded for Trae Young, traded for Anthony Davis, and then shut them down for the season immediately.
Locked him up.
Put
them in the corner.
And said, hey, they're dealing with soreness. We want them fully healthy for next year. Like, it is.
Like there isn't 3 months still of the season ready to go.
And it's not even that they have large like Anthony Davis is dealing with muscle strains. Like, you're saying that you can't heal a muscle strain in 3 weeks or 3-4 weeks to come back. And one's hand, the other one is groin area. And like, you're telling me he can't make it back by the end of the season.
I think Anthony Davis is just like, I would rather get shot than put on that Wizards uniform.
I think that's where he's at, maybe.
Once you put on the Wizards uniform, it gets real sad real quick.
But they've benched Trae Young since January 7th. They've had him for over a month at this point, and he has yet to make his a game debut.
Do you blame him?
No, not at all. That's the best part. But so all this is driving. Since 2019, the league made a lot of rule changes about tanking because that's when Philly did it the best.
Yeah, Philly built through the process, trust the process, all that fun stuff.
So they changed the rules, adjusting the lottery percentages so that way, like the top 3 tanking teams don't have the best odds at number 1.
Yeah.
There's already conversation of, hey, we don't care. Mm-hmm. Like, we're going to have to change these rules again because the Utah Jazz coach has openly said, he openly said in his post game after playing Miami, saying that they are just hoping the balls fall their way.
Yeah, I mean,
they do not care anymore.
It is tough watching because, like, 8 teams in the NBA are just actively tanking.
Yes.
Another group of 8 is like trying to win enough games so that way they can get into a playing game or possibly get a low seeded playoff bracket. And there's like another 8 teams that really do believe that they can win a championship.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much the NBA.
And then you have the middle gap where it's like the Pacers should be tanking right now.
They kind of were, and then they traded some picks off. They have a top 5 protected pick.
But they're under 20
Zubac.
wins right now.
Yeah, I know, but they are kind of tanking. They're projected to be in the top 5. If they finish in the top 5, they get that pick in a really good pick draft, and then next year they get Tyrese Halliburton. I understand what the Pacers are doing.
It's just the idea that so many teams have come out and gone, we're just fully sending it. Like we're starting like number 9 guys as a starter in the fourth quarter. And the Pacers are just doing it naturally.
Oh, yeah, Pacers just suck.
Well, because top guys are injured,
Yeah.
but it's like they're not even leaning into it. And like there's a few teams in that bubble where it's like you see what everyone else is fully doing. Like they're going all in on the tank. Make up your mind. Like we need you to make a decision right now because going in the middle round will not help you.
Yeah, right now it's a tough spot to be in tanking because it's such a heavy front-loaded draft class. Everyone's actively tanking. That's like
You have to
back
now.
half.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Start putting guys down in the G League and call your G Leaguers up now.
I don't know. There's also teams like Miami that are like, we're not tanking. We're just going to keep winning these 1 out of every 3 games.
They lost to the Jazz, by the way.
I know.
When the Jazz benched all their starters in the fourth quarter, and they still lost. I don't know what the heck Miami's doing right now.
Man. A couple other things about a little refresher. If you're wondering, hey, how are the Thunder doing after winning a championship?
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you the Thunder are doing just fine. In fact, I think they've only lost 11 games as of taping this.
So far, but 3 of those 11 have been to the Spurs.
Yes, the Spurs are
They
the
have
Thunder
their number.
killers.
Yeah.
They have the perfect length of bodies to come down and destroy you. But the Thunder are still good. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander still probably in the MVP hunt, along with like Jokic and Luka. It's kind of not a clear MVP hunt to me yet.
Not a big one. There is conversation if Jokic will even be eligible because that news broke today about LeBron is not eligible for any end of season awards based on how many games he's missed with injury.
I wasn't going to report that today.
Jokic is also in that conversation right now.
Yeah, I know.
Because he's been dealing with some knee soreness. He, I think, is like 4 or 5 games more for the season, and he's out of eligibility for the MVP run.
Yeah, I think it's 18 games you can't miss.
Yeah,
so he's getting there.
He's getting close to it now, and so that's becoming a big narrative as well. Is it a real MVP if the guy actually missed 18 games, but based on real injury, but statistically performed better than the MVP?
No, I think I like that the NBA is being harsh about it. They're like, no, you have to play this much games.
Yeah,
and
it's just there's that debate coming out now.
My debate is get Luka that MVP. Let's just do it.
Just going full bias. Okay.
Look, I know I've been for a long I guess this is my Laker minute. I love the Lakers. Lakers are awesome. I'm very happy LeBron's going to play one more season here, even though it's really dramatic right now. And apparently the new ownership and LeBron have really bad beef. I hope that they can figure out a way to end this season amicably. Can't say that word.
Sure.
And I hope that we go into this offseason with LeBron and the Lakers relationship being like, hey, it's over. We still love you. We'll come out for all the presses and the tours and the merchandise for the COVID championships in a few years. And then he goes to Cleveland and does his thing next year. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I do like Luka playing basketball now. And it's been gross.
Which is, I think, a segue into the big conversation that came out during the NBA Cup.
Yeah.
And has been more confirmed as time has gone on since then.
Yeah.
The league is expanding in 2 big avenues right now. The first one, touch on what Luka does, is the NBA announced that they have a partnership with FIBA. They're going to open up an NBA Euro League for 16 teams. They're playing on 10 to 12 teams being a permanent stay in that league. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to have a rotational 4 to 6 teams based on relegation with FIBA. So they're trying to fully open up a lot more Euro players coming into the NBA through that avenue.
I think it's a great idea. I need America to step it up a little. Just
right?
a little.
Because I like where they're going with this all-star game of being the world versus the U.S.
No, I'm what am I saying?
I think that's a fun way to do it, but I want them to actually try.
The FIBA Cup will never be March Madness, and they're going to try to be. They're going to try to lie to you. They're going to be like, we play good fundamental basketball here. Oh, yeah? Well, I have 19-year-olds missing free throws, so how about that? You ever watch Tarkenton State play Carolina East Coast Tech? No, you haven't, man.
No one does.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you're seated wrong, man, and sometimes you're like, this 8-9 seed is nasty when I'm watching Troy play Memphis. Just happens.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
The other way the league is expanding is during the NBA Cup. Adam Silver came out and announced that they are looking to add new teams to the NBA. Moving forward, it looks like Seattle and Vegas might actually get their teams back.
Yeah.
Well, Seattle back, Vegas a new one.
New Orleans and Memphis can finally be their own little division like they were supposed to be.
Yeah, that's the big push right now. Is they're going to try to balance out the East-West a little bit better now.
Or maybe Minnesota. They're pretty middle too.
Yeah, they're right there on that central line.
I've been saying for a long time they should get rid of East and West.
I completely agree.
I think you should just be seeded based on how good you are.
Or make it interesting. Like go do historic versus new teams.
Yeah, put the Lakers and the Celtics in the same conference.
That would be fun. Oh my god, you want to bring rivalries back? Lakers, Celtics, Spurs in the same division right there?
This is 6-game series every month.
That would be awesome. I think that'd be no. I mean 6 every month, but like rotate it. It's like, all right, we got to go to Boston, then we're gonna go down and we have to play the Rockets. They're going to San Antonio, and they just run it back for those 3 again. But they're coming to us now.
We'd get so many guys on rest. I do want to talk about my Lord and Savior James Harden being traded. For those who don't know, I'm a giant James Harden fan. Don't know how it happened. 2015 was a good year for me.
It started with the Thunder too. It wasn't even Rockets James Harden.
Yeah,
you were a fan of beardless James Harden.
I liked James Harden in college. I like James Harden. 2015 James Harden though on the Rockets was like where I was like dunking on people professionally. I was just like, you don't know how good he is offensively. Now, has that take aged poorly? Sure,
yes.
maybe. But Donovan Mitchell's like my other guy.
Yeah.
Both these guys in Cleveland, a team that I kind of love because of LeBron.
Sure.
I'm very excited for what Cleveland's doing. Did they trade some of their worst players? I think so. I think Darius Garland's a very good player, but what he's able to do defensively, sure, is going to be hard to replace with James Harden. But I think it's a net medium. Like nothing. You don't lose anything offensively going from James Harden to Darius Garland.
Probably not. I think the issue is long-term use because Harden's only here for a year.
Yeah, but Garland's got a large contract. Now you get off of that, and that means you can do whatever you want in this offseason. That
you get a little bit more freedom.
My last segment I'm going to talk about,
Giannis
Antetokounmpo has been kind of publicly in this weird Twitter feud.
I love that we're both last segment on Giannis, but for completely different reasons.
Okay, mine is just about he's not playing on the Bucks.
Yeah,
it's looking like he's going to be leaving the Bucks this summer, and
possibly.
If I am a spoiled Laker fan, and LeBron is leaving, it does feel like Giannis and Luka are about to run the Lakers for the next 5 years.
So the big part where I was going to talk about Giannis was leading up to the trade deadline. About 4 or 5 days before the trade deadline, a rumor comes out of Milwaukee saying, hey, Giannis is going to ask for a trade.
Yeah.
Within those 4 or 5 days, future prediction market websites and such see $24 million of bet movement.
What?
The trade deadline hits, Giannis stays. Mm-hmm. The day after, Giannis goes, hey, I bought ownership stake in the Kalshi.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, so he is now being looked at presumptuously of leaking those rumors to then profit off of it. And included in that is he is also part of an ownership group who owns the Milwaukee Brewers, MLS team Nashville SC, and part of Chelsea's women's football club.
Look, Kashi is a
it's a sticky situation right now.
Zone.
It is.
Have I ever profited off of Kashi? Not important.
But the idea that professional athletes
shouldn't be allowed to.
I don't think they should be, personally, at all.
Yeah.
But it's coming in a time where the NBA, Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups, and other NBA players right now are all being under FBI investigation for mob connections, point shavings. You had, I think it was 17 different schools and over 40 players in college basketball.
Yeah.
Be hit with these charges as well over the last couple years.
People
the
are
Guardians
gambling.
Players are openly gambling and getting hit with charges.
Yeah.
And Giannis does what possibly is one of the most blatant forms of it right now.
Part of me is like, is this him taking the power back from the conversation of being like, you guys bet on everything about my life. Maybe it's my time. I don't know.
I don't know, because he hasn't said that.
Yeah.
He's just basically done nothing but ad reads and promotions for it to like come to the site.
How do we know? Did we know if he bet on it?
No, because they won't release any information on it.
I would like to assume he didn't bet on it.
Even if he didn't, this company made $24 million in those 5 days, right when he bought a large shareholdership of it.
Get off that.
So it's the idea that
If only we weren't hosting a gambling show.
it's different when the athlete does it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like if you're openly having an effect on the outcome is different, and I think this is a great opportunity for Adam Silver to really make a stance on this. And that's kind of what I'm hoping he does as commissioner for the NBA is you have a chance right now to make a hard line for the league because you're trying to open up into Europe. This is definitely going to push a lot of better narratives as you're trying to do that, as you're trying to expand. Make a hard line stance and the league can grow.
If I were Europe, why aren't they getting together and being like, why don't we just develop an NBA competitor?
Because each country likes to host they do, because each country hosts their own basketball clubs.
Yeah, but they have... never mind.
Yeah, I mean...
I was getting real
like if the EU comes together.
But in my body, I got real un-American for a second. And I was like, what are we doing here?
That's fine.
Keep
That's fine.
basketball here on the continent that invented it.
I was going to say, not even country that invented it.
No, continent.
Yeah, there you go.
Specific there. But we mastered it. Question of the day.
Sure.
With the Winter Olympics rolling around right now, full swing, I wanted to propose this question.
Yeah.
Don, you get a phone call right now.
Okay.
It says you're going to get a first-class ticket to Italy where the Winter Olympics are at, and they're having you compete in one sport. What's the one sport you won't be absolutely memed on? What's the one sport where you're like, I'm not saying win or even compete.
Yes.
Just, hey, we didn't make fun of him. What's your sport?
I hate that the easy answer is curling here.
No, look, it's not.
It is. It is for not the idea that like memeing on curling. I enjoy curling. It is a difficult technique.
I watched it. It kind of looked hard.
It looks difficult. Like it's the same thing as like looking at professional darts and thinking I can do that. It's like any guy in a bar could tell you they can until they try and then they can't.
Can I tell you what I think it is?
Sure.
I think it's speed skating.
No.
I really do.
Sure.
Listen.
All right, let's hear it.
Can you skate?
Barely.
Oh.
I'm not. That's why. Okay. So I know you gave me a little heads up on this one, so I was able to get some data.
All right.
There's 16 events in the Winter Olympics this year.
Yeah.
8 of them include snowboarding or skiing.
Yeah, we don't snowboard or ski.
We don't
from
snowboard.
California.
Yeah, I mean I like snowboarding, but cannot ski very well. 3 of them are skating related sports: figure skating, open skate, speed skate.
Yeah.
And then you have hockey, which love, but there's no way I'm going to step.
Hockey,
I'm not stepping with pros. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Maybe goalie.
Then there's the luge and the skeleton, which you have to be death defying to be able to do those.
I think luge is your best opportunity.
I am to run the bobsledding. Yeah, I'm 6'3". My ankles and head are going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Skeleton's even scarier because you're doing it head first now.
Yeah.
And then you have bobsledding and curling. Now, if I get a week, I can maybe be middle bobsled and not make a complete joke of myself because that hopefully gives me enough time to do.
6'3".
I know, but like to sit in with those guys and hopefully form some kind of like if we're if I get a week, I'm 9 hours a day practicing with those guys to get some kind of chemistry and idea. If I don't get any no time, just I'm showing up and I got to go compete.
Yeah.
I am gonna be the lead skid for curling. I'm going to roll that stone as best as I can. It's 40 pounds on ice, so that thing can move like crazy if you're not careful. And I'm just hoping those sweepers carry me.
Do you think you're the rock thrower? I'm the sweeper. You think we could
No,
compete?
we're going to somehow combine break 3 ankles.
I don't know. I believe in my ankles. I believe. Look, I'm not saying I'm a good skater.
Yeah,
I'm confident in my ability to stay upright.
I think to me the idea is curling is also the only major sport I've seen, like with the U.S. team who just won gold, I believe. There's guys on that team that curling is not their full-time life.
No, well,
Multiple of them have other jobs. Like one of the lead who was coming out and talking in press conferences is a lawyer.
It's not. I'm happy that they were lawyers.
Yes.
I'm sure they're not making enough money curling. I see girls in the WNBA say they make a little bit of money. I don't imagine the professional curlers doing.
So
great.
that's where that gives me a little bit of hope of I could not be a complete internet joke by showing up.
Can I pitch you on an idea that I've been sitting on for a little while?
Let's do it.
I think the Winter Olympics should also have sports that are mainly played in the winter.
How so?
Basketball is a winter sport. Across all of America, when does the basketball season start?
Sure.
It's November
it's a
to January.
Yeah, it's a winter spring
Maybe
sport.
February for like high school championships. That's it. That's a winter sport. But that's fine if you don't want to do that. I think darts, pool, I think all those indoor types of games should be in the Winter Olympics.
Like have a subcategory for indoor games.
Yes. Like dodgeball. Well, let's do it.
That'd be interesting.
It's an indoor game. I think more indoor games should be a lot like handball. They play that game during the Summer Olympics. It's played in gymnasiums all across Eastern Europe when it's winter because that's when they go in there and they play.
It would definitely bring a lot more, like I think a lot more, like his kids can watch the sport that they're doing themselves.
Yeah.
So it brings that kind of audience in. I'm not mad at, like I like that idea.
And also, they need more.
They do. 16 is like it's a good amount, but they definitely need more. Like the idea that track and field has 16 different competitions
That's
in
what
it.
I'm saying.
Grow the Winter Olympics or balance the two.
Yeah. Or just
There's over 800 different professional sports in the world. You're telling me you can't pick a couple more to add in? I'm
invent some too. You can invent some. Ice ball's just sitting there. No one's invented a game called ice ball. You
That'd be
chisel a ball out of ice.
That'd be a fun, like for fun one of like at the end, like the last day, you just have like countries do snowball competitions with each other, just dodgeball snowballs.
We're making a mockery out of there.
No, I think it'd be like no, because like I'm thinking more from
Sledding.
the U.S. style of like every U.S. All-Star break has some kind of just like for fun skills competition.
You're right. They should do sledding, and then at the end is a giant ramp, and like based on how far you go. Oh wait, they do that.
Yeah, they do that with skis already.
Yeah,
Like, that's
ski
our.
jump.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
it's
Just
not an
like make it like a for fun one just for the athletes. So like, hey, thank you guys for coming. We're going to have some fun.
I like that.
Yeah, just make it. But I do think that the Winter Olympics expand the count. 16 is not enough to compete with the summer.
What's more impressive, winning the AFC North or getting a Winter Olympics silver?
Winter Olympics silver in a heartbeat.
I disagree.
You only have one shot every 4 years.
You'd rather your an acquaintance win a silver medal than the Ravens win the AFC North?
Yeah,
I
because
disagree.
you could not win the AFC North and still have a shot at the Super Bowl.
All right, what about an AFC championship game? You get to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying you lose it.
Yeah,
I'm saying
you
get to the Super Bowl or gold. That's a gold at least.
No, gold wins that one. That's so much more impressive to me. You are the best.
Silver.
I'd start getting the conversation if you show up. I think if you medal, you are the top 3 in the world. I think is more impressive.
I'm gonna have to ask a couple people that question.
That's fine. I'll stand on that one. That is so cool. Like I love the Olympics.
Winter Olympics just mean less than the Summer Olympics.
Because they don't emphasize it the same way. I think that's what we're saying about growing the sport count. It's like the Olympic Committee doesn't emphasize the winter to the same extent as the summer.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just jam pack summer. It needs to be split up a little more. That's all.
Yeah, I think you could balance the two.
Let's go into pick of the week, and then we're going to end the show. Pick of the week, we give you our favorite pick of the week. My pick is Florida Moneyline versus Kentucky this weekend in basketball. They're both ranked. Florida's 14th. They just came off of winning a national championship. They're a little rusty. A lot of people say that they're a little slower than they were last year.
Sure.
I think they're just longer. I think they're dangerous. This is a Kentucky team that's pretty good. They're also ranked 21 right now. Kind of nasty. They got a guy on their team. Do you remember a few years ago, Grayson Allen on Duke?
Yeah.
Would just like punch people and always do all this dirty stuff.
He played a very borderline physical game.
Well, good news. Kentucky has one now, and he's just as bad.
Those blue chips, man.
Yeah. So shout out to Florida. We're gonna hope that they beat the bricks off of this team. Money line.
Sure.
I think they're gonna be a little bit of favorites. I think the line's at like 140 right now.
Okay.
If it gets to 170, maybe just take their points at like 2.5. Don't go anything more than 3.5. I still think this is going to be a shootout.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. For me, upcoming this weekend is also Daytona weekend, kickoff for the NASCAR series. I'm taking 2 top 5 finishes. I think Kyle Busch and Alex Bowman both have great shots at top 5, both plus odds if you take it. Kyle Busch is plus 265 at the moment. He's been a top 6 finisher twice since 2019. He knows how to get up to the front, and he finished last season with 10 top 10 finishes,
That's pretty good.
including 5th in Phoenix at the end of the year last year. He knows how to get to the front. He's a proven vet. The other one for Bowman, contract year for him, so he has to come out strong. A lot of Hendricks guys have been winning consistently. He needs to have that breakout. He is also 4th best at average finishing position since 2023. At Daytona, he is averaging a finishing position of 11.8. He's one of the highest guys when it comes to these big mega super speedways, the Talladegas, the Daytonas. He knows how to run that fast. The only drawback is he likes to push. He doesn't really get up to the front and be pushed. He is more of a team player in that aspect. That's why I'm more sitting on him on the top 5.
It's top 5. What's that payout?
For Bowman, he's plus 320. For Kyle Busch, he's plus 265.
Okay.
We're chasing plus units
I like
here.
it. I like that. The big swings. I like that. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Bus Picks. Go check us out on YouTube. Give us a thumbs. Give us a comment. I promise you I'll respond. I guarantee you if you leave a comment, I will respond. Have a great day. My name is Dio. That is Don. And remember,
Pray for the parlay.